Welcome back. We made it through winter, kinda. It feels like I made it through winter. It is going to be 64 today. We're going up in the lower 70s within the next 6 days. Everything's starting to melt. All of my planters are thawing, and the first to thaw, the soil is actually workable now. My green stalks. Some of my other containers, the soil is probably about 2 inches down, still frozen. So we're going to work on the green stalks today. The first step is to assess the damage from all of our cold, wintry weather we've had this past month. It's kind of unusual. At least in the last 3 to 5 years, it's unusual. So let's go have a look at our green stalks. Let's reseed if needed. Give some care to these poor plants. I'm going to water them really well. Let you see what's going on.
So you saw that little intro clip. That was from yesterday afternoon, evening, and I did start watering at that point. I think they look worse today. Look at those collards on the bottom. They look kind of rough, right? Probably you're not going to make it. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go Greenstalk by Greenstalk. I've got 3 different colors of paper here. And so I've got a green, my blue, and this is yellow. Okay, I don't have those colors, but we're going to make the best out of these colors and kind of match them up to my green stalks. And then I'm going to go tier by tier, see what needs to be reseeded. You can see these bok choys here. This one looks fine. This one doesn't, and they're right next to each other. That one may recover, may not. This guy looks okay. This guy doesn't. I did cover these twice when we got below, say, I don't know, somewhere we got between 7 and 12 for a few days, at least twice, and they were covered with just a thick sheet. That's why you see so much damage. This could probably be cut back, but let's just get started and see what we need to reseed today. All right, so let's start with my green tier. Up on the top tier, of course, you know, the pepper went out a long time ago. Surprisingly, the radicchio that was up on this top tier did much better than any of the Chinese broccolis. So what I will probably do is there's like 2 or 3 radicchios in this one. Kind of spread those out so there's only 1 per pocket. And maybe I'll plant a seed or 2 for the Chinese broccoli. It's not looking good though. As well as the pink, purple lady bok choy. I think there's only 1 or 2 that looks halfway decent. Maybe I'll go ahead and reseed. Next tier, I was really surprised that the arugula took such a beating. It really did. The thyme, of course, in 2 of the pockets is fine, and there is a pansy or viola on the other side doing well. In the next tier, also a viola doing well. I think I had milk bok choy in these this 5th tier, or is it the 4th? The 4th tier. They did not do well. You can see the collards here. Rosemary in 2 pockets doing fine. And that is my New Zealand spinach. It usually comes back from the root. I will hold my breath, but I don't think it will this year. My blue Greenstalk miniature rose is just kind of dormant. It'll be fine. I was really surprised though, the kitten catmint looks like it is toast. And I had some kind of bok choy up here as well. I think it was prize choy something. There are 2 that look okay. These 2 right here. So maybe I'll reseed. My bunch of onions. There were quite a bit more going into winter. Yeah, some of them are just completely gone. So I may or may not reseed that tier. We might just see how those guys do. Let's go down to the 3rd tier. The parsley looks horrible. And doesn't look like anything else survived this tier. On the 4th tier down, I am really surprised. This lettuce here has really hung on. I think I will leave it and maybe put a few more seeds in there. The thyme, there's 2 pockets of thyme. They did fine, but I'm really impressed with that lettuce. And then the bottom tier of this Greenstalk, I'm pretty sure this was, what is it? Oh, yeah, perfection cabbage, and it was maybe like a compact cabbage, and you can see there are none surviving, which is sad. I guess I just won't have any cabbage this early spring. And my final Greenstalk, this is my, what color, yellow. Yellow Greenstalk. It is a 7-tier leaf. And this is reserved for my Seascape strawberries. But I went ahead and utilized the space during fall to plant a few things. And it does look like these guys are hanging on really well. Some of the bok choys and some of the lettuce varieties. So let's take a closer look. What varieties are those? And I have germination on spinach that I planted probably October. So the lettuce that is doing so well is called Tango lettuce. Those are seeds I bought, I think, just this past summer or fall, and I planted them here in the Greenstalk. This is seaside spinach, more Tango, and these guys that are doing really well, surviving in really cold temperatures. This is, what is this? I can't remember. Little Jade something. So it's Little Jade Napa cabbages, little Chinese cabbages. So that is interesting, and I hope that they will continue to develop and not immediately bolt now that we're starting to warm up. There is a baby Seascape strawberry there. I have some that are farther along in development. This was a big project in the early fall where I relocated those strawberries into this tier. So it looks like I've got a lot to think about, what I'm going to reseed, what I'm not, because we're getting, you know, into some warmer days now that we've made it through that really rough period of cold. And I know some of these items do not tolerate my spring weather. So yeah, I got a lot to think about. Okay, so I'm back inside and I'm making a plan. Overall, I'm really surprised at what is still hanging on despite our really, really cold weather. And it was pretty bitter. And we had snow, we had ice, we had some days that were just pure cold weather. I think we got down to 7 or 8 one night. You know, it wasn't like that every single day, but there were many days where it was just purely uncomfortably cold, and I felt sorry for my plants. So for my Greenstalk, it looks like there are about maybe 3 to 4 radicchio seedlings and maybe 1 to 2 of the Chinese broccoli. So that's enough to cover that tier. I don't really need to reseed there. The purple lady, maybe 2 to 3 out of the 6 might pull through. I mean, they got a lot of cold damage, so if they do pull through, it's possible they will immediately start to bolt and become bitter and not really too tasty. Now for that third tier down, the lemon thyme made it. It looked great. My arugula surprisingly did not look well at all. I will reseed that. There was a viola in one of the pockets. It looked fine. So the next tier down, the viola on that one looked fine, but all of the milk bok choy seedlings did not make it. They died. And in my bottom tier there, I've got 2 rosemaries that looked fine. They will be okay. They're very cold tolerant usually. And then my New Zealand spinach that normally comes back from the root, I can't say if it'll come back. I will not know until probably April, May. And then the collards, they're still alive. They look so horrible though. I may just reseed with something else, or I may give them a shot and see if they can pull through. That would actually be a pretty good experiment. And then moving right along to the blue Greenstalk. The top tier, I do believe the kitten mint is gone, which is sad because that was a purchased plant that I had bought a couple years ago. The little miniature rose looks fine. It'll do great. The choy bok, prize bok choy little seedlings, maybe 2 out of 3 will be okay. Probably won't reseed with that. It's really getting late for me to start bok choy, even though it's the end of January. We are about to enter February in a couple days. I cannot grow bok choy here unless it's during the winter, but it's a chance because we might get really cold, severe weather, and then it takes it out. So the scallion tier, I'm going to say it's going to be okay, but I'm going to go ahead and stick some more seeds in there because I'd say maybe 50% of those seedlings died. And then the third tier down, nothing survived. I had some sweet alyssum in there, some parsley, and some Italian sage. This whole tier needs to be reseeded. The next tier down, I was really surprised. I had some aggressive growing thyme in there, and it looks like it's gone, and that's okay. I have more in the garden I can just transplant. The lettuce did fine, but the Portuguese kale died. And then for the bottom tier, same thing. The perfection cabbage, completely gone. Maybe I'll throw some seeds in. I do think I want to try that cabbage. I'm just going to have to look at the days to maturity for that. And if it, is say 50, 60 days, I might go ahead and stick those seeds in and try it. Finally, we are going to talk about our yellow tier, which is my tallest. That is the one with the 7 leaf pockets. So the viola on top looks okay. I mean, it doesn't look okay. It actually looks horrible, but it's alive. And I think if I cut it back, it will kind of spur some new growth on there, and it won't be long and we'll have, flowers probably. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut back any of the violas. The lettuces that were up on the top were farther along. I harvested off of those multiple times during the fall. I would say I got at least 3 huge bowls off of that top tier, and then just a handful of lettuce leaves here and there. So I really got my money's worth out of that top tier. And those were purchased seedlings at the end of fall. It was like a 6-pack for a very reasonable price. And so they were older plants, and I guess they just couldn't take the cold. They were already looking kind of rough at this point because they had started to bolt a little bit in the fall. The tango lettuce on that next tier down was looking beautiful. That might be one to look into. I had heard great things about it, and I'm really impressed with how it looks right now after our cold weather. The oceanside spinach is looking good. Of course, spinach can really take cold weather, but for it to be looking as great as it does as little seedlings, I'm really impressed also with that spinach. The next tier, another viola will cut back, and the little jade Napa cabbages look pretty awesome as long as they do not bolt on me. I'm going to keep them right where they are and see what they do. And then another layer of the Seascape strawberries, a couple pockets of the tango lettuce that looked fine. And then almost to the bottom, I've got a whole nother tier of that little Napa Jade cabbage, Chinese cabbage babies. I don't think they get too big. I think that's a dwarf variety, a hybrid. And then the very bottom tier, I was so surprised about this, was butterfly spinach. And guess what? It's all dead. I'm really surprised about that. I probably will go ahead and reseed that with the same spinach and do it like right now. So that's my plan, guys. I've got all of my green stalks assessed, and now I need to go gather all of the seeds, reseed what I want to reseed, and just keep an eye on those that are out there still alive, those seedlings, see how they do in the next, 1 to 2 months. And then before you know it, it's going to be time to transition to spring and summer crops. And what are we going to put in there? What are we going to take out? So come back. I'll probably do like a monthly Greenstalk check-in. I usually do that in the spring and summer and fall sometimes. But I hope you're having a great gardening week, and I hope all your harsh weather is behind you. I'm hoping that for myself as well, because I'm ready to get busy with spring. I'm hopeful no more cold weather is coming my way. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Bye.